Alright, boys, we know what to do. Win, and we're in a very good spot for the Sunbelt West title. We could even clinch it potentially with a few different results going our way. Here's some legal jargon so I don't get sued. Now, apparently, we've only won in Monroe once since 2001, so certainly we'll slay those demons today, right? Nice, a touchdown around 9 minutes into the game. Here comes the blowout, boys. And another one. Short passing might be our thing. This receiving core is absolutely insane. We're up 21-0. Yeah, this game's over. Put in the backups and... Oh, geez, they scored a long touchdown. Not today, bros. They are currently ahead of us in yards. Somehow. But hey, Scott Taylor Renfro made a field goal. 31-7 at the start of the fourth quarter. Oh yeah, this game's over. Putting the backups now and watch them get some playing time as ULM scores a touchdown. Are you kidding? I'm just a victim of bad mistiming. Oh my gosh, the Warbirdies fumbled a punt and now Goose Crowder is in throwing touchdowns. Certainly now it's over, right? Yep, game over. Well, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really worried about this game to begin with, but good lord, what a showing. It is against hot garbage in the Warbirdies, but that is what you're supposed to do in these types of situations. This is one of the few games I haven't been nervous of in the John Summerall era, and clearly he wasn't nervous either. Now, let's see how good of a situation we have in the Sunbelt West by checking out some other games around the Sunbelt. How the heck did you go to overtime with Southern Miss, Louisiana? And you could still legally get in the Sunbelt Championship. Whatever, just finished them off in overtime and... What? What? The TV station lost power. How the heck did that even happen? And you still couldn't win, Louisiana. That will single-handedly rip you away from a Sunbelt title. Coastal Carolina proves to itself that it should start backup quarterbacks more often, as the Roosters managed to hold their own against the Bobcats and completely knock them out of the Sunbelt West title race. Now it all comes down to two teams. Troy and, hang on, let me check my notes. Arkansas State. Oh, Lord, this one's in the bag, boys. In a game where I awkwardly have to root for South Alabama of all teams, it's about time. The Jaguars managed to beat the Red Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, we are headed to the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. It actually was not even that dramatic, to be honest. But hey, I will take a steamrolling any day over a crazy finish. After looking like the Sunbelt East darling, Georgia State managed to drop 2 games in a row by the same score in blowout fashion to knock themselves out of the running for Sunbelt East title. A great season gone to waste. Good job, boys. Where was this Marshall team all season? This team played with grit, passion, and a determination to win. That is not the Marshall I remember for sure. The Eagles blow a huge game as Marshall looks to go bowling this season by winning at least one of their final 2 games against South Alabama and Arkansas State. Good luck. Oh look, you beat a mediocre Sunbelt East team. Yay. I don't see how this team wouldn't be competitive in the Sun Belt. I don't see how you won't make a New Year's Six Bowl. I think UConn should stick to basketball. It's what they're best known for. And now for some other news. Georgia better not be doubted ever again. Alabama is back, maybe? No Jimmy, no problem for Michigan, as the Sign Steelers managed to pull off a win against Penn State at Happy Valley. Those NY6 Steelers did it once again, barely escaping Tulsa this time. Sam Houston State won another game. Can you believe it? And Washington, Deshaun Jackson's in the end zone, but gets a safety and wins anyway. Now that the West is over, we only have to talk about East Division scenarios. Assuming the NCAA denies JMU eligibility again, which that's a whole mess that I'm not getting into right now, Coastal Carolina is winning in against JMU. Coastal Carolina might technically control their own destiny, but they play James Madison, a very tough Sun Belt opponent. And Georgia Southern is right on their tails if they fall off. Plus, they have two substantially easier opponents in the name of Old Dominion and App State. They have already played James Madison, so that helps them out a lot in the long run. App State has the toughest road of the three remaining because they play James Madison in Harrisonburg and in college game day environment. It's gonna be ugly in there, folks. They do get Georgia Southern at home, so if they were to somehow get past JMU, they would actually have the easiest final game remaining of the three teams because they play a rival at home. But if both win next week, we'll have a Sunbelt showdown for the ages on the final day of the regular season. Coastal is essentially winning in, lose and go home at home against James Madison in this scenario because they have the head-to-head tiebreaker over App State and the better record against Georgia Southern. However, if they lose, then Georgia Southern will pass them based on head-to-head, and App State would pass them based on better conference record. So essentially, if Coastal wins their final game of the season, they're going to the championship game without further help in this scenario. If they lose, they're done. And we've got a winner-take-all showdown in Boone, North Carolina, where the winner gets in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game, and the loser gets nothing but disappointment. This is Much Watch TV, folks. Unlike last year, where we had to come back every game and win, this year we just kind of steamrolled the West. Honestly, I'll definitely take it. All we need to worry about is hosting, and unless if JMU gets eligibility waivers, if we beat Louisiana and Southern Miss, or even if we split one of those games, we should host the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell, and don't forget about John 3:16. And I'll see you next time. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. For the Lord is the Spirit, and wherever the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So make sure to follow the Spirit today, as He will provide you freedom from your sins.